Hey, I'm just sitting here in my room, and I realized when someone made a comment, I think it was Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans, that my coffee table should be having some empty space now that I will be going camping, but nothing could be further from the truth. Now that I think about it, I have not ever had as many bottles as I have now, and I might not have quite as many as I do now when I get back from camping, because in this box right here is a bunch of heels, and it's time to do an update of what I've got. We'll start with the Devil's Cut. I got a Devil's Cut right there. Got some Compass Box Peat Monster. These are in no particular order of any kind. These are just the things that are in my camping box. Got some From the Barrel, Nika, I think it is. Nika From the Barrel. I have some Shelter Point, and the Shelter Point is bottled at 58.4%. It's a Vancouver Island single malt whiskey, actually. Got some Solan No. 1 from India. Got some Aaron 14 left over. There's a little bit in there. I have some 15-year-old Springbank in a sample bottle, but it's from the bottle that I had, which I recently finished. I also got some, this is in the camping box, Glengarry 12, one of my favorites. A Glenlivet 12, there's a little bit of that left. A 2006 Kilchoman. We're going to have a good time camping, I think. And here's some Tomintoul 14. That's not quite a heel. Maybe I'll put that back in there somewhere and take something that's at a lower level. Well, that's an idea. Maybe I'll put that aside for a moment. Got some Paul John Edited left. This stuff is remarkably good. It tasted like nothing when I first started it, and it just got better and better and better until it became really, really wonderful towards the end. And I have here a Glenkinchie 12. It's hard to read that, I guess. That is a Glenkinchie 12. I've had that for a while. And maybe I should start putting them back in the box. Here is the Dalwhinnie 15. I'm about to taste another Dalwhinnie this afternoon. And here is the Mortlach Rare Old, I think it's called. Yeah, Rare Old. Hard to read. That's quite a nice whiskey. I also have some Tamdhu 10. I still have that Tamdhu 10. Okay, what else have we got? Benriach 12 with the red label. Very much sherry. And the GlenDronach 12, which will also go down really well when I'm camping. We have a little bit of Famous Grouse Smoky Black. That's another good, affordable blend, and it's a really excellent blend. Really like that. Oh yeah, the Tomintoul I'm holding off to the side. Okay. Is that even a Highland, or it's a Speyside? Oh, okay. Wild Turkey 101. Cutty Sark. Yeah, it's good for a starter. It's all right. And we got here a Powers. Powers. This is wonderful stuff too. Powers Signature. I think it's the only Irish whiskey I'm bringing camping. I have a little bit of Oban Little Bay left. That's wonderful too. And last but not least, my 90, 5-year-old 90. That's 45%. That goes down really nice. And what other Speyside can I put in there to replace the Tomintoul? Let's see now. What have we got? What have we got in Speyside? Linkwood. Oh no, that's staying here. Glenlivet 15. You know what? I think I still will take the Tomintoul. I'll take the Tomintoul camping. It's nice. Get all these other bottles back in there, and I'll be right back to show you the main event. Okay, so now we're back, and I'll start at the Canadian end like I usually do. Here we got Gibson's Finest Sterling, and I'm hoping that the sweetness is going. There's Liquorman's Old Dirty Canadian whiskey. I'm gonna try that again pretty soon, and probably revisit it, because a lot of these Canadian whiskies like this Trust here were getting better as they were open for a while. Same with the Seagram's VO. We're talking low price here. I also got the Alberta Springs, which is really nice for a budget price Canadian whiskey. And here we got the Shenley Golden Wedding. I'm going to try that sometime soon. It's still sealed. Got the Lowen McKinnon, which is getting surprisingly good. It's a single malt, Canadian single malt from I think White Rock on the mainland. We got the Glenbretton 14 single malt. Not my favorite. I probably will not get Glenbretton again. We got some CRNHR, Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. And here's one that I really like a lot. It's the Wiser's Union 52. Wonderful stuff. And there's plenty of it in the stores too. Still quite a bit. I have the 40 Creek Founders Reserve right there. Haven't opened that yet. And way tucked in the back underneath there is the Lucid Absinthe. I'm probably not going to touch that anytime soon. Okay. Now for Ryes. Ryes, we got Alberta Premium. It's 40%. It's really affordable, and it's really good. Here's a Wild Turkey Rye, which I'm going to open really soon. And I also got some Michter Straight Rye. That's going to go down good too. Oh, that is going down good. Lot 40. Time to stock up on some Lot 40 soon. And Wiser's Double Still Rye. That's also going nicely. And the Sazerac Rye, of which I had a dram last night. I was online. I was live with Swami Suave and his little extravaganza there, and had quite a few people on. We had Bubba and the Beard, we had Whiskey and the Six, we had Scott from the Scotch Test Dummies, and did we also have I'm trying to think who else we had. Oh yeah, Whiskey Whistle from Korea joined us. Yeah, who else was there? I think that was it. I think that's it when I was on. Yeah, what else have we got here? We got the Basil Hayden's, made by Jim Beam. We also have some Evan Williams single barrel. And here's some Duke. That's the one that Trenny and C love to hate. But it's okay. it's just overpriced for what it is. It's an expensive whiskey. There's the Bolete 10-year-old bourbon. Here's a Elijah Craig 12, which is disappearing fast, but I have 2 full ones, so that's okay. And here's another one I had last night, was the 46. Maker's Mark 46. And now we're into Irish whiskey. Irish whiskey, got some Redbreast 12. Got some Jameson Caskmates. Some Jameson Black Barrel. Another Jameson here, the Crested. Bushmills Single Malt. Another Bushmills Black Bush. Napogue Castle. 12-year-old, that's nice. Here we have some Glendalough double barrel Irish whiskey. Another Glendalough 7-year-old single malt Irish whiskey. Looks like the Irish is going down slowly. I've had the Irish collection for about 6 months. There's the Kinahans, Lord Lieutenants. Another Kinahans. This is the 10-year-old single malt Kinahans. I think the other one's a single malt too, but it's no age statement. And here is the Green Spot Chateau Leoville Barton. That's also wonderful stuff. Yeah, might have to go looking for another one of them soon if I can find it. Okay, let's go into Japanese here. There's the Iwai Tradition. I also had another Japanese, it was the Nika from the Barrel, but that's going camping because there's not much left. There's the Suntory Toki. There's a little bit of that left. Here we are. The Paul John Bold. Whiskey from India, heavily peated. For export only 46%. Haven't opened it yet, it's still got the wrapper on it. Here's another one that is an Amrut cask strength 61.8%. That's mean. I also got some Amrut Portanova. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that one. That's, I think, 58%. What is it? 62.1%. My goodness. That's going to be something special. And here is the most expensive bottle I ever got. I have not opened it. It's still in the plastic. It's a Cavalan single malt sherry cask. And it's a Solist. I'll be looking to open that sometime eventually. Now we're going into the really blended Scotch. We got some John Barr. I haven't had this in a while. I think the last time was about 4 years ago, and it's a good alternative to this, which is the Johnnie Walker Red Label, which I haven't had in a while either. So we got a few more. There's a MacArthur's. I haven't tried that yet. That's also in the bargain bin. That's bottom shelf stuff. These are all bottom shelf. Now here we go with the Black Label. And this one here is my favorite Johnnie Walker, the Green Label. And over here we've got the Double Black and the Johnnie Walker Gold Label Reserve. And back here we've got some these are the blends from the local distillery, the Victoria Caledonian. Here's the Among the Heather. It's got some good stuff in it. And this is the companion, which is Prince Dougal's Dram. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there it is. My arm was in the way of the light. And now we've got their cask strength versions. This one is the... Come on, focus. Benrinnes and Glenlossie. I think it's a cask strength... man, it's hard to see. Hard to see. Speyside. Speyside. Okay. That's the Speyside version. And then they have an Islay version. Is this it? Oh man, it's hard to read. This is their Islay version, yeah. Their Islay cask strength. And that features Kalila and Bunnahabhain. And the last of these is this guy here. This is the Highland. It's got some Blair Athol and Macduff. So that's going to be interesting as well. They got some... Next year they're going to put out some sherry versions at sherry whiskies at cask strength. And here we got the Speysides. McClelland Speyside. We got Speyburn. We got Macallan Gold. This one is the Glenfiddich 12. Not much left in that. I could take it camping. There's a Glenfiddich 14 Rich Oak. And another Glenfiddich, the 15 Solera Vat. And Macallan 12. That's the double cask. And Glenlivet 15. That's the French Oak Reserve. I'm hoping for that one to open up and get better. Yeah, the Linkwood 15. That's a Gordon MacPhail bottling. And there's the Altmore 12. I got some Benriach Bernie Moss. And a Glendronach cask strength, batch number 4. Yeah, batch number 4. Yeah. Okay, Highlands. We got the Deveron 12. That's beautiful stuff. I think I like Highland whiskey, Highland Scotch. Next to Islay, Highland is the way to go for me. There's the McClelland's Highland. There's the Tullibardine 228. Woo! Be careful. Royal Lochnagar 12. Very nice. Here's another one that I want to taste tonight. This is the Dalwhinnie Distillers Edition. I believe it's 17 years old. Bottled or distilled in 1998 and bottled in 2015. Ardmore Legacy. Never tried it. I'm looking forward to doing that. That's the first Ardmore I've ever bought. I think it's an entry level. There's the Oban Distillers Edition. The first dram was kind of underwhelming, but now it's getting good. It's only been open like a week, and it's getting good. This Glenmorangie La Santa, 12-year-old, so-so. Clynelish 14, another one of my favorites. I love this stuff. And Glencairn 10, that's another good one. I think it's 45% or 46% alcohol by volume. It's nice. Got a lot of vanilla, caramel notes, butterscotch. Deanston 12, another beauty. I like these Highland whiskies. And I'm going to try Old Pulteney. I think I'm going to try that tonight. 17. It's been a while since Ralphie put that one as his whiskey of the year. I think it's a couple of years ago, and finally I'm going to try it now. And I guess take a little breather from lifting bottles and putting them back down. Okay, here we go. Let's go for the end. Auchentoshan American Oak. Not too much there. I'm going to have to get another Auchentoshan. I think I'll be looking for the 12 next, which I've had before and I liked it a lot. Okay, so here I have a Scapa Skirin, the Orcadian. That's really nice too. Nice way to start a fight. Here's Jura 10, the Origin. Yeah, it's alright. It's kind of not the strongest whiskey. It's actually quite light and easy drinking. Here's the Highland Park 18. That's another prize. I will eventually open that and try it. And here is the Talisker 10, an old friend. Talisker 10 is an old friend. And then we got the Springbank 10, which is, I think it's just opening up now. It's taking a while. I had that a month or two ago with the Scotch Test Dummies while they were doing it with Swami Suave. And here we have the Islay, the McClelland's Islay, and the Bowmore 12, another Islay whiskey. I have here a Lagavulins Distiller's Edition. This stuff is wonderful. And Ardbeg Perpetuum. About half a bottle of Ardbeg Perpetuum left. I have the Classic Laddie, which I just had a week ago, or started a week ago, and I hope it gets better than what it's been so far, because Bruichladdich makes Port Charlotte. This is 10, the second limited edition. It's fabulous. It is wonderful. Well, but wait, there's more. The whole thing has been overflowing, so now we'll get down on the floor here with the rest of the stuff, which most of it is unopened, and it's still awaiting a position on the coffee table up there. Okay, here we have some sherry, some dry sack, and along with that we got some Fonseca Bin 27, and that's a port. And here we have some Croatian, or yeah, it is or is it Serbian? Anyway, it's Slivovic. Is it? It's plum brandy. Croatian. Okay, Croatian. All of those former Yugoslavian countries, they kind of mix me up. Even though my heritage is from the north of what used to be Yugoslavia in Slovenia. That's where my ancestors are from. And we've got, well, gotta have gin and tonic too. I think I might have a gin and tonic soon. There's the Bombay Sapphire for the gin and tonic. And I've got some other things here. This one here is was Old Smoky. This here was Old Smoky Moonshine, but it's got various pieces of wood in there that are aging it. This one here is also it's a mixture of moonshine, Canadian grain spirit and Canadian malt spirit, new make, and it's got wood in there too, 3 different kinds. This is my jungle juice that I put all kinds of Canadian whiskey in that I didn't like, and I also added some wood to give it some more age. That should be interesting. This is a recipe. I know I didn't hang the thing on there, but I'm gonna maybe do it sometime. Recipe from Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans, and his thing is to take Canadian whiskey, typically 40 Creek Copper Pot, and some Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye, and mix those two until you've got about 3/4 of a bottle, maybe a little more. Then you add something peaty. I think in that one I put some Lecheg 10 and some 8-year-old Lagavulin, and I have the other one next to it, which is also the same idea, but instead of Lecheg 10 I put some Big Pete, and I put some maybe I did put Lecheg 10. I always get mixed up. I made a video of it. I did it live. It's on my channel somewhere. I'll have to dig it out. I'll have to unearth that and see exactly what it is that I put in there. But I know one of them has 2 peated, the other one has 2 peated whiskeys, and most of it is 40 Creek Copper Pot and Crown Royal Northern Harvest Rye. Okay, enough of that. I have here also a bunch of other things. These ones that I just got last night. Oh no, this one I've had a while. There's a Buffalo Trace, and the only reason I have Buffalo Trace is because I couldn't find any Eagle Rare. I have a Laphroaig 15, which I got last night. Yes, I have a lot of Laphroaig here, unopened. Here is a Talisker Distillers Edition. I'm gonna get to that sometime. I got a Caol Ila 17, and it's unpeated, 17-year-old Caol Ila. Then there's some Dickel Tennessee whiskey. Some Laphroaig Lore, all unopened. Here's some Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select. Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition. Alberta Premium Dark Horse, 45% alcohol by volume. This one is the Century Reserve 1525, or something like that. I'm looking forward to trying that. It's 40% alcohol by volume. I'll get to it eventually. It's just a weird looking bottle. And there's only a few left. Here's the Wild Turkey 101. This is what I got last night. Gooderham and Worts. I also have some of this Crown Royal Black. I'm going to be giving that a try. It's this guy in Germany goes by the name of Whiskey Jason. He liked it, so that's why I bought it, because he liked it. And his channel is called Whiskey aus der Sicht eines Amerikaners, and I think he's got an English version of his channel coming up soon. I think I saw one video already of it, and maybe he's going to have some more up. Here's another low budget priced Canadian whiskey, Royal Reserve, from, I don't know who it's from, Melchers or... Oh, it's from Corby also. Interesting. A Laphroaig 18, and 2 full bottles of Elijah Craig 12, which is getting harder to find. And there's the other bottle behind the first one, right there. And that is all. So you see, even though I'm going camping, and it's all in that camping box over there, all those heels are in that camping box. Let me get in my nice comfy chair again. All the heels are in that camping box, and the rest of everything is still here. So there's no space really on the coffee table to put anything. In fact, everything is still overflowing onto the floor. So there you have it. That is my 30th of July 2017 whiskey bar or home bar update. Sláinte, everyone.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.